Hello everyone. So today's shave is gonna be the Sentimental choice. I chose the Sentimental was the Edwin Jagger DE89. The reason being this was the second razor I ever got and the one that made me fall in love with wet shaving. So it has a special place in my heart, this one. Now, I chose most of the stuff because there's some sentiment behind it, except one. And I'm gonna explain why. I chose this one. It's gonna be my first time trying the Personna Platinum, because you can't live just in the past, you have to look to the future. So that's just a small little thing. I think I actually didn't open this yet, so let's just get it out. Yeah, there we go. Just take it out. So just a small change, that it's not sentimental, is just I want to try something different with the stuff that I already know that works. The other things I chose, I'm gonna load the blade while I'm talking. So Personna Platinum there. The other thing I chose was the soap. I chose to go with the Tabac, because it was one of the first soaps I purchased as well, and I loved it so much that I got a second one. So I still didn't went through the first one at all, not even half of it, but I have another one still in the package that I have in storage. I know that they changed as well to a vegan base, I think it is. Both of the ones, the one that I'm only gonna use now and the one that I have storage, they're both tallow based. And it is very sentimental, this soap, because it reminds me of the old barber shops where I used to go with my dad sometimes. So that's the reason it's very sentimental for me, that soap. And for the splash, instead of going with the normal Tabac, that's what I normally do, we're gonna change a bit and I go with Old Spice for the same exact reason. Reminds me of my father shaving, so it has a lot of meaning, this one. So Old Spice Original, that will be the splash. So I have the blade loaded there already. We'll leave it there. The brush, it's gonna be my second purchase as well. It's the Omega. I always made a confusion if it's the 46 or the 98, something like that. But it's the bigger one of the Boar brushes of Omega, the cheaper ones. The thing is, it's the cheaper, and I have it already soaking there in warm water. It's the cheapest, but it's still here. It was one of the first I purchased. It's really soft now, completely broken, and I just love this brush. Big enough, I use it for the head shaves, I use it for the face shaves. It's brilliant with hard soaps, brilliant with creams. I just love this brush, love it. So I have it there ready. Just drawing that water, putting some new warmer water there, ready for it. There we go, and we're gonna start. I'm gonna use pre-shave. A pre-shave I love, and I think it's gonna combine well with the soap, the Mastro Miche. So here we go. Just a small bit because I have a bit of a longer beard today. So no particular reason I chose the. It's not about being sentimental. It's just that I think it goes well with the soap. There you go. I'd say we're ready there. I'm not even gonna do much. Small tiny bit there. You guys can see. Perfect. Ooh, wow. I'm gonna try to use a mixture of cold and warm water during the shave. Just doing a bit of an experience there. I'm gonna start with warm water, and I'm gonna clean it up with warm water and then put it in cold water just to see if it makes a difference. This was advised by, I'm sorry, I forgot his name, I should have written it out, but I completely forgot. But was advised by one of my subscribers basically. So I have some cold water here, and I'm gonna leave the blade there. Let's lather. Take the lead. You guys can see I didn't even went through half of it. So here we go. Load the brush. The other thing is really easy to lather this soap. Really easy. Really quick. You don't need to bloom at all. It's very, very easy. There we go. I would say this should be enough. I'm just gonna take Proto Leather there and use it as well. And leave it there. Yeah, this scent is just lovely. Lovely, lovely. Really brings me back to childhood. So, really, really good. I really do enjoy this scent. By the way, I have the notes of this soap as well, in case you guys want to know. So top notes is narrowin, lemon, black pepper, bergamot and petite grain. That's the top notes. Then you have heart notes, kind of floral heart notes. There are lavender, chamomile, geranium and oak absolute. And the base notes are sandalwood, vetiver, musk and ambergris. So it's kind of a complex scent, but the way it feels for me, it's a proper barbershop scent. That's what it reminds me of. And I was actually really surprised because I thought it would have leather notes there, because that's what I feel as well. But it looks like it doesn't. So there we go. So you guys can see it's really easy. It's tallow based, by the way. It's really easy to lather. You always get really nice leather. So you guys can see there's still loads there. I'm just gonna wash the soap there like I normally do. There we go, washed. There you go. And now I just hang it upside down. I'll put it there. You guys can see it doesn't have a label per se, but you can see it upside down. And I'll push the Old Spice there. So let's get ready. Edwin Jagger Personna Blue, no, Personna Platinum, first time use, and here we go. With the grain. Blade looks really sharp, I have to say. It does feel really sharp. Wow, yeah. I think I'm gonna enjoy this blade, I have to say. This first use, very smooth, this blade. In terms of the razor, is very mild, if you guys don't know. It's a brilliant razor for beginners. The only disadvantage for me with this one, and that's the only gripe I have with most of the classic razors, is the overhanging. If it didn't have the overhanging, it would just be perfect. That's the only thing that it's still kind of... Because for beginners you always have to be careful, especially around the nose, ear area. But that's why I still advise the Timor. Everyone that asks me, that's the only reason I choose that one. Because in terms of shaving, these, the Mullar 89, all those mild ones are brilliant for beginners. But I always put that one on top, the Gießen, just because of no overhanging. That's the only reason. Well, there's another reason, but we're not talking about that one, we're talking about this one. You can go and see the videos I did on it. This one is just lovely, and I love, even though it's really small, really tiny, I love the way it's so easy to shave with it. I actually miss this soap, and for a long time I would do all my head shaves with this one. In the beginning was almost all my head shaves would be with this soap. Then I started getting more and more soaps, and I started trying it on the shower when I'm doing the head shaves. Because if you do it only on the videos and you don't do it personally, it's never the same. Like, you know, you always need to do a bit off camera so that you can give your feedback on the second time. I do the first few times, is the first feeling of it, but then I like to do a few off camera so that the next time I use it I have more feedback to give. So let's go get ready for a second pass. There we go. Ready for second pass. Back to the brush. Yeah, lovely. Lovely. You tend to forget how good this is when you don't use it for a while. But it's so sleek, so soft, so sleek, like it's really sleek. It's like, I don't know how to explain. It's just really sleek. And it feels so good, especially this second pass, like, feels so good on your skin. And this scent just brings me so many memories. You guys have no idea, so many memories. I'm gonna stop, otherwise I'll be here for hours just doing this. It feels so good, guys. So good. Silky smooth, I have to say. Here, looking for the... I'm dipping it always in cold water, and it actually feels really nice, I have to say. So we go across now. Matte face. Wow, this razor is really good. Wow. Really smooth. I'm loving this combination, I have to say. Personna Platinum, really nice. Go. I will buff up. Let's see if I can do just two shaves. Two pass shave, I say. There we go. Sweet. Now, clean with warm water. I'm gonna dip it in cold water. And here we go. The other side, across. Yeah, it feels nice, I have to say. Because it's still very warm around this area. Still with the heat wave. Not as warm as last week, but it's still pretty warm, guys. Matte face. So it still feels good to have something cold. Not completely a cold water shave, is actually a mixture of both. Feels really nice. Wow, this blade. I'm seriously amazed with this blade. Really, really smooth and sharp. First time use, my god, wow. Really, really nice, I have to say. I think I found another good combination that I do enjoy. There we go. Really sleek, the soap as well. buff up. Now here across. Here we go, cross up to the middle, cross no, against, well, going upwards is actually a cross, but, and then across here. Nice. Yeah. Perfect. I just love small tiny handles. I don't know if it's because I got so used to it that I find it sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes a bit awkward when they're too big of a handle, but that's me personally. I know a couple of people that would prefer the longer handles. So it just goes, I would say it has to do with the way you start shaving. Because I started with really small handles, as you guys can see, and I just enjoy them. There we go. Don't forget, overhang, so be careful around this area. I just feel it's easier to control. Nice. Well, I would say we're done. There we go. Sweet. So I'm just gonna get ready for the album. Let me just check the time there. Yeah, we can show the album today. So I'm just gonna get ready for the album. There we go. Just patting my face now. Album stick, my Omega album stick. But it's kind of getting to the end of his life. But really nice, almost a whole year. But we still have a few good uses there still. Some feedback here on the mustache area. Yeah, some on the chin area, kind of a bit dry there. A bit of feedback here. Cheeks are grand, even here the neck area is grand. Not much feedback, but nice. Yeah, but here definitely some feedback, and here. And I always like to pass a few more times until I don't feel any stinginess. So, areas where I still feel stinginess, I'll be passing. Mustache area is kind of gone, just around here, still a bit there. There we go. It's kind of going away now. Good stuff. That's it. So, just done with the alum. Now we're gonna let it dry. And while it's drying, I'll just clean up all my stuff. And I'll see you for the post-shave. See you in a minute. We're back. So it's dried up. I washed all my stuff. So let's take the alum first. There we go. Pat my face now. Drier part of the. There we go. Nice. And now we go for the splash. A bit of good old spice. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Nice. Yeah. Still a bit of feedback here. Not as much on the mustache area, but I still have a bit here. So, nice. Yeah. Back to childhood, guys. Back to childhood. Just a bit more there. Oh. Yeah. Just puts a smile on my face. Good old spice. Original. There we go. that was our Sentimental shave today, Sentimental choice shave. Let's recap. So we used the Edwin Jagger DE89, was my second ever razor. That's what made me fall in love with wet shaving. So that's why the choice. We used Tabac second, I think it was the second, if I'm not mistaken. It was one of the first ones anyway. And I just loved it so much. Reminds me of the old barbershops I used to go with my dad. And so I had to use that one. The brush is the Omega one, Boar brush. I just love this brush. The longer I use it, the longer I have it, the better it has become. Softer, just breaks nicely, and I can lather any soap with it. It's just really, really good. I love it. I leave the new thing for the last. Then we had for the aftershave, Old Spice. For the same reason I use the Tabac. It brings me back to childhood. My father used to use it. My grandfather used to use it, so I had to have it there. And the only thing I chose, because I have to look to the future now, the Personna Platinum. I have to say, this blade surprised me. Sharp and really, really smooth. I really did enjoy this combination with this blade. I wasn't expecting, to say the truth, to be surprised by a blade, but I have to say, this blade surprised me. And I can't wait to try this blade on other razors, because the way it shaved, really, really, really good, I have to say. I'll just put it there drying on my magnet, and that's it. I forgot one thing. We used the pre-shave Mastro Mickey, the hard soap, and the alum stick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Sentimental choice shave. For me it was really nice, BBS, bring me back to childhood memories, just loved it. If you did enjoy, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to put a like on it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Ciao.